Tesla's a little bit of a speculation, but that's okay. I understand buying it and having some of it. But do you own any Airbnb?
I do not. It's very down today.
Is it?
Yes, sir.
Which sometimes is a good time to buy. But do you think you should own Airbnb?
At this point, I'm not sure. I haven't really checked into it, but I can see where it'd be a good investment for the future.
All right. What about what's this? See, Airbnb, and then what's the other one that just IPO'd? You know what IPO is?
I don't. It's the initial investment for the market, right?
It's an initial public offering. Right. That's right. That's where these companies who generally, okay, so here's the deal. A company should IPO when they need capital to expand, okay? When they need to grow. If they're making a profit, they should already be making a profit, though. If you're making, like I'm glad you said Microsoft. Microsoft, their IPO was in 1987. Someone can verify that for me. I'm pretty sure it's 1987. They went public. They were already making a profit. They were making a good profit, but they wanted to expand an already profitable business into multiple places. They wanted to grow. They wanted to exponentially grow. So they needed, I don't know if it was billions, but it was many, many millions, from the public. So these venture capitalists probably got with Microsoft, took them public, and then they cashed out as the money goes up. The problem with Airbnb, and there was one other one, Jamie, that went public in the last couple of weeks. DoorDash.
I've seen DoorDash. It's been a fall for lately too. Last few weeks has fallen.
Well, it must not be DoorDash then, because this one just went public, and it shot up like a rocket. Who competes with DoorDash?
Grubhub.
Maybe it was DoorDash. Anyway, the point is that several of these IPOs that are coming out right now haven't made a profit yet. They've never made a profit, and they're already everywhere. So, for instance, Airbnb is in every country. They haven't made a profit. They lost hundreds of millions of dollars in the last 9 months.
Definitely don't want to buy them.
But they just raised billions of dollars with an IPO. So you have people standing in line, and when they went public, their money doubled. Their stock price doubled. Okay? Look up Airbnb for me, Jamie. Yahoo Finance is probably about the best place to go to. So why do you think a venture capitalist would take a non-profitable company like Airbnb, take them public, knowing that they've never made a profit?
Believes in the future for the company.
Okay. So now remember, Microsoft made a profit, and the proper purpose of an IPO is to expand. So is Airbnb going to expand?
I don't see how, if they're everywhere.
They're already everywhere. I mean, COVID can't be helping them. I don't see, this is just Billy talking my opinion, right? So here's how the venture capitalists profit from that. They know that the IPO, everybody's standing in line to buy Airbnb. They're just trying to get shares. So they can raise $1 billion, invest $1 billion into the IPO. It goes public, turns into $2 billion. They cash out.
It's a day trade for them.
It's a day trade. It's a day trade. And then the bag holders are the people, the dummies, not you, because you didn't, thank God you don't have any, but the people who buy the stock and get caught. Is that it? No, I think it's I think it's the ticker's ABB. No, it's ABNB. ABNB. I think there you go. Right there. All right, so let's see. Pull up a
down 8% today.
Down 8% today. Okay, and I didn't know that before the show went on. See if you can get another chart. Do the max chart right there, just down below, right there, up right there. Click. Okay, so see where it opens. See if you can see right where it shot up 45 degrees, way over there on the far left, Jamie. All the way down, right there. Where did it open at?
December 10th.
How much is that price?
144.71.
No, not what opened at 66, isn't it, Jamie?
Oh, no. Sorry.
68.
Sorry.
So it opened at $68 and shot up to, what was the peak at there? The
163.
163. So it went up $100. So if you had $1 billion in there, now you got 2-point-something billion. Okay. Now, but then everybody who bought it at 120, at 160 is back at 127.
Yeah.
You're stuck holding the bag. And here's Billy's prediction. I'm not a stock picker. I have a money coach. I'm just talking, having a conversation about stocks right now. I know how to make money selling. I know how to make money marketing. I know how to make money investing for the long haul. I'm just talking about stocks and IPOs right now because it's kind of an interesting situation. But the future of Airbnb is not going very high. They lost $119 million in the last 9 months or something like that. Lost $119 million. So, now, but here's the counter argument. Okay. Amazon was unprofitable for a long, long period of time, but they kept getting so much investor money from Wall Street, money so cheap that they could continue to lose money and drive the prices down and take over the world, which they have. I don't see that happening with Airbnb.
No.
Airbnb is not the Internet of Things. And if you have something you want to lease or rent out, you can do it on Facebook. You don't have to have Airbnb the way we really need Amazon. I mean, there's nowhere for them to grow to, in my little opinion, right?
I understand.
So, but that is pretty crazy that Airbnb, do you know how Airbnb was started?
I honestly don't. I've been looking at the company too much.
Okay, so the inventor, and he may still be the CEO, I'm not sure, but he was one of the founders of Airbnb. If I'm not mistaken, he was in college. I know the second part's right. And he got some air mattresses, and he inflated the air mattresses and rented out air mattresses in his apartment so that he could pay his rent. Now, that is a cool story. I'm not mad at the guy because he went public and they doubled overnight. If I was him, I would make sure that I could sell my stock when it got to 160. But that's a pretty cool story to go from broke to, whatever let's say the market cap is right there, Jamie. Market cap is $76.38 billion. So almost when it was at 160, when the price was at 160, that had to put the market cap at around 100 billion. I'm sorry, 100 million. 100 million. 100 billion. 100 billion, which is a tenth of a trillion. There's only like two or three companies that's ever crossed the $1 trillion mark. You own a couple of them.
Amazon,
Apple, Amazon. I think Microsoft has been up there. All this is coming from the top of my head now. So if I'm off a little bit, don't hold it against me. But my point is to be 1/10 as valuable as the most valuable company on the planet, or one of the most valuable companies on the planet, that's saying something.
that's a big step
For you to have never made a profit, especially.